What's up, Fortnite players and anime watchers? Today I am going to talk to you about one of the most popular anime there is, Naruto. So, today I want to talk about who exactly in Naruto had the saddest past or backstory. Now, if you watch Naruto, I bet you the first answer you're gonna come up with is Itachi Uchiha. Well, of course it is. He had to slaughter his entire clan. And, if you watched, like, the full version of it, and the little filler arc that they had, which was an abduction, it was really, really sad. It was really, really sad. But I'm here to give you some different opinions of who had a sadder past than Itachi. So, I'm gonna throw out two candidates: Gaara and Kakashi. Now, I know what you're thinking, that, what can possibly be more sad than slaughtering your entire clan and crying while doing it? Well, let's think for a second about Gaara's backstory here. And when I say backstory, I'm talking about the entirety of the series. Itachi pretty much slaughtered his clan, and, well, actually, no, I can't say that. He slaughtered his clan, and that was pretty much it. It wasn't like any more prolonged backstory after that. So you got Gaara here. This kid, he was forced to be a Jinkuruchi. And because of that, he couldn't make any friends or anything. He actually ended up killing, lots of the children and people in the village. This innocent child. Think about that. Itachi started in a war. He got to see war at a young age, and he had to kill. But just imagine you not necessarily being in a war, but you have this thing inside you that's just slaughtering people. So you have that, and then you also have the fact that your mom's dead, and your dad pretty much neglects you, and you only have one person in the world that loves you, no matter all the pain you're causing other people. This one person is the only person who shows you what love is. So we all knows what happens after this. Yep. Take that one person in the world that you got acknowledged and loved you, and then have this person try to kill you. That is some serious heartache right there. Could you imagine, as a child? This is as a child. So, to throw more icing on the cake, he begins to tell him that, oh, it was your own dad, the Hokage, or the Kazekage, who made this mission because he felt like he couldn't control you. So Gaara's like, okay, you were just following orders. But then the guy says, no, I always hated you, and I went along with it willingly.
Oh my fucking
god. How bad do you think that hurts? He didn't even have to say any of that. But he went on his way to know Gaara that he always hated him, before, you know,
So what do? You just go on life and
Gar's mom, killing his sibling.
I don't have my headphones, so
So
I'll watch it later with the sound on.
just think about that, guys. Imagine how painful that is, that you thought you knew what love was, but the only person you ever loved in this entire world hated your guts and pretended to go along with loving you. And that's some deep emotional trauma there. So I also want to talk about Kakashi. Kakashi has a long standing of pain. So you have this guy, his father killed himself. I have no clue who his freaking mother is, but his father killed himself because, you know, he valued his friends over the mission, and he was shunned. So obviously that weighed in on Kakashi. You have this super great father that killed himself, and he got shunned, so now you feel like you have to prove yourself. So from the start, he was already living under his father's shadow. Then you have, this is the point in time, just like Itachi, he was born during a war-torn era. And so he got to witness all that stuff.
Oh my
You know.
god, how many people are over here? Jesus fucking Christ.
So,
Kill this last guy.
then you got the stuff with him, Obito, and Rin. Because he was so selfish and trying to complete the mission.
Thank you. Jesus Christ.
He got one of his team members killed. You know, that's even, I feel like that's worse. You know, because of your selfishness, because you're being an idiot, you get one of your team members killed. You flash forward after that. His team member's last wish was to protect another team member. And he ends up being the one to deal the final blow to that team member. How messed up is that? So, you fast forward a little bit later, and you know, this guy is messed up. He pretty much he joins like the darker ambush, and he's just slaughtering people. He's just a kid. He has no emotion. This guy's still a kid. You know. So you have all that, and you won't know the full effect of this until you watch like Kakashi Shadow of Amber Black Ops, or at least go read the manga of it. But so you have all this, then his sensei dies.
Yeah, they're out in the by these trees out here.
Then you have another guy that looked after him. The
you see they built because I
third
shot them.
Hokage.
Oh fuck, they shot me.
He also dies. And then to put icing on the cake, and like I said, you won't know the full effect of this until you watch Kakashi Shadow of Amber Black Ops. But Kakashi tries his hardest to stop Sasuke
he's weak.
from, you know, going to Orochimaru for Return of Evil, basically. Because if you did watch that, these squad members, these children are like his hope. They pretty much bring him back into darkness. He pretty much says he's gonna forget about like all the pain and everything. He's gonna do it right this time. They were his fresh start. You know, at a new life.
There's 3 guys over at
But then you got Sasuke going all crazy, wanting to turn evil and stuff. And so farther down the line,
Do you have health by any chance?
he has to face
I've got a mini.
his own student. You know, he has to gather up the will to kill his own student. Somebody who pretty much brought him back into reality. You know, that's kind of like your own son. And like I said, you just go watch. I recommend anybody to go watch. If you skipped over that, because I usually skip over like the fillers and stuff like that, but go watch that. It's amazing, and it's so heartbreaking when you realize how much he valued his team. And so he ends up having having to fight Sasuke, having to gather the will to kill him. So you got, you know, all his friends and family died. He may not have killed them, but he killed. Actually, yeah, he did. He killed one inadvertently. He killed one with his own hands, even though he wasn't trying to. Then you have, you know, his valued student. He has to face off against him. And then another thing he has to do, his friend that he thought he inadvertently killed, he has to gather up the will to fight and kill him also.
They're in the gas station?
You know, this is the guy who's saying he used against his students.
What happened to your mic, man?
You know, the people who brought him back into life, he uses this kid's saying. Could you imagine also in a giant war to have to go up against this guy? You know, who you just had so much respect for, who just gave you, you know, a newfound look on the world. No. That's crazy. So, out of everybody, I think Kakashi definitely has the saddest past, the saddest backstory, because it's like a prolonged hurt. It's pretty much, as long as his life is going, it's constant hurt. It's always something. You know, for me, I feel like with Itachi, yeah, he felt like his brother, you know, he felt his brother and stuff. He slaughtered his clan.
Yeah, I'm about it.
And that, trust me, I am not undermining how much willpower and stuff that took for him to do that. But I just feel like Kakashi here just has a lot more hurt and mental and everything going on with him. Because all this stuff is pretty much happening. It's just coming at him. He's not causing this. He's not really making these decisions. It's just stuff that's just happening as his walk through life. He's lost so much. And he's trying to protect so much. But that's just my thoughts on it, you guys. Let me know what you guys think. Think differently. If you think Itachi still had the saddest past, if you think somebody else in Naruto had the saddest past, then let me know. You know, I'm really interested in talking. I really love talking about this type of stuff. I really want to get more people into anime, get people talking, and you know, just make it a little bit more mainstream. Let's see. But yeah, you guys, thanks for listening. I hope you've been enjoying the video. As you can see, I didn't win this time, or our squad didn't win. Not every time it's going to be a win. I want to switch it up with you guys.
We were the last two teams.
And I hope that's okay with you. I hope you enjoyed.
Oh, were we last? Oh,
see y'all later.